Hey, what's up guys, it's BarbaraBeauté and I'm back with another video on my top 5 favorite concealers. They span from high-end to low-end, so if you want to see my top 5 favorite concealers and why I like them, just keep on watching. We're going to start from my least favorite to my favorite. Coming in at number 5 is going to be my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealers. So some specs about this. They retail for $29. I like this concealer. The shade I have is Amande, and Amande is a brown, very brown girl friendly highlight color. What I like about it most is the tone of it. It has brown and reddish undertones, so it's nice for a very nice highlight and also for spot concealing. My dislikes and why it does come in at number 5 is because this concealer definitely creases under my eyes. Now for some who do not have under eye lines like I do, because some people don't, that wouldn't really be a problem for you. You can apply a thick concealer like this under your eye and you'd be just fine. But for me, this concealer is way too thick for my under eye. I do really like the shade of it. It's really nice. It's rare to find a concealer that's like a highlighting shade that it's brown girl friendly. They're either too ashy or they're just way too light. My main purpose for concealers are for my under eyes, so it's way too thick for me to put under my under eyes, but however, I do like it. But the downfall is that many of the deeper shades, darker than this one, have orangey undertones, which can sometimes be annoying because most of us don't have orange skin. Coming in at numero 4 is the infamous LA Girl Pro Conceal. Now I have so many different shades in this one. These come in about 21 shades, 21 regular shades, and then they have 3 corrector shades. The one I'm holding right now is definitely my favorite. It is the orange corrector. The retail price is about $5. I've never seen it in a store for $5. I think I usually get mine from a beauty supply store where they're around $1.99 to $2.99, around that price. I definitely really like these. These are very inexpensive, great for makeup artists or people who just do other people's makeup, because they have a wide range of shades and they're definitely pretty good on most skin tones. I use the orange corrector around my mouth and I use it also under my eyes just to cancel out the darkness, and I find that this is very pigmented. One of my other favorite shades is dark cocoa. It's good for spot correcting. Now as for highlighting, I do not highlight with these because, as the same problem I have with the Nars one, they are way too thick for my under eyes, and the problem with these is that they absolutely do crease. They crease like a mofo, and they're thick. So even if you put a light layer, it's really hard for it to not crease. I would say that the brown girl friendly ones are like toffee, fawn, warm honey, mahogany, dark cocoa, mahogany, and then they have beautiful bronze, which I think beautiful bronze is definitely like my exact skin tone. So my problem with these is, as far as the dark shades, are pretty ashy. They're pretty ashy once you try to rub them in. You have to kind of like, dab these in or whatever, and these dark shades are not deep enough for someone of my skin tone and darker. Like if you tried to contour on somebody like Lupita with this shade, no, that's not gonna work. Although it appears very dark in the tube, once you start rubbing it in, it doesn't work as a contour. Otherwise, these are great to have in your kit. I like them. They work on most skin tones. Most people can wear them under their eye without an issue. Coming in at number 3 is my NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer, and this one is pretty good. I really like this. These top 3 is kind of hard to do a order system because I feel like I like them equally, but just for different reasons. This one comes in 12 shades, and this one is like a hidden drugstore secret. Like, I don't really hear people talking about this one much, but what drew me to it is just how it has that perfect round girl friendly color. Like, it was so brown and it looked so pigmented, and it really, really is. It's a thick concealer. It's great for spot coverage. What I love to use this for is for cleaning up my brows. So you will always, most likely always see me using this. It's pretty thick and it's definitely full coverage as it says. And it lasts a pretty long time. This is actually like my second jar and I've had them for a while. What's good about these is that it also comes in they have 3 corrector shades. They have the orange one, the yellow one, and then the purplish one. The undertones are very similar to the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. Well, I forgot to say this one I have in Nutmeg. I have the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Amande. It's just the Nars one is a little bit more orangey, but this one is really good too for pretty much covering blemishes. When you start to pat it in, it doesn't disappear and it doesn't change color. So that's what I really enjoy about this one. Coming in at number 2 is my L'Oreal True Match Super-Blendable Concealer. This one retails for $8.99. I'm pretty sure I didn't pay that much for it. 9 shades, and when you first put it on, it looks a little orangey. Once you blend it in, it is so nice. I like it because it's lightweight. It's lightweight and it has more of a runnier texture, but it also is long wearing. The color I have is medium deep. This is, if you're a brown girl, this is probably the only shade that's gonna look that they're gonna have for you. The other ones are a little bit lighter. You might be able to pull the other ones off, but this one is the brown girl shade. I use it as a highlighter because, or a highlight for under my eye, because it is not too thick, you know, for the little lines under my eyes. It doesn't settle into my lines. It does not crease as much as the other ones I've mentioned. It's very rich. It's drugstore, and it's really good to have in your kit because it's small, compact. I don't have anything bad to say about this. Coming in at number 1 is my all-time favorite Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Concealer. This concealer is life. I need this concealer. This concealer is my child, is my baby, is my everything. The color I have in front of me is deep 36, and I also have deep 34, and deep 36 is described as a deep complexion with pink beige undertones. I use this one for highlighting. It is perfect for my under eyes because it is so full coverage. It is so long lasting. It gives you the perfect highlight because when it dries, it's matte, but it's not drying, if you understand what I'm saying. It's a little runny, but it's not too thick. It's like so perfect. Like, I don't understand. If you're around my shade, I would say go for deep 36. It's perfect for highlighting. They have some other deeper ones. My problem with Kat Von D is that as you get deeper, as she gets deeper, they get a little bit orangey. But if you stop right at this color, this one is perfect because it has, even though it has the pink beigey undertones, somehow it works for me. Definitely great for special occasions and for being on camera. I have it on right now. Like, it is dang and more. It has a tube packaging. It could be kind of annoying because sometimes you spit out too much, and these retail for $25, so that can be annoying. It dries pretty quick, but so you definitely have to do like one eye at a time. You can't try to do all that extra stuff. The true match and these are, they're pretty equal. It's just this one is more of an everyday, and then this one is more of a full coverage glam concealer. It dries almost like cement-ish. I don't know how to explain it, but not in a cracking dry way. It dries pretty like non-transferable too. Like you could have this on for like all day and like it will literally look flawless. So Kat Von D definitely does her thing when it comes to makeup. So this is definitely my top. Love it. All right guys, so that was my top 5 favorite concealers. If you think there's a concealer that I should try, let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Deuces.